Hello, I'm Jacob and you're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the housing market and the impending collapse. And I want to briefly tie in why this is attached to Psyops. Real quick, as a quick explanation, I am filming purposefully right next to the road. I have a new shotgun mic, and I was recently disappointed in the quality of my directional camera mic while at Blade Show. So I came back, I used my Patreon payment for the month, bought what should be a very good mic, and so we're testing it out today. If you enjoy this video, check out the description box below to see how you can support this channel, not only through my businesses, Beach and Tactical and Exodus Knife and Tool, but also through my Patreon, which made this mic possible. And I've got my social media links on there as well as affiliate links. So I talked to a couple friends about the housing market recently, and a few of them, everybody agrees that we are at a bursting point, but people don't understand how the housing market will crash. So long as we have more and more people. By the way, what I do expect that you'll be able to hear the road, but my voice should still be clear and understandable. We have more and more people that need to buy houses. All of our money is fake, so how does the bubble pop? So just understand, people understand the mechanism, okay? They understand that the cost of living is skyrocketing while simultaneously the cost of homes is skyrocketing. And they understand something's gonna happen, but they don't understand how it will work, and they don't understand why it's happening. So if you want to get just a concept of the why, watch the original RoboCop. The storyline and the plot is absolutely excellent. Might help make this current world that we live in make a little more sense to you. But what I believe is going to happen is when people stop buying houses because they've become unaffordable, the price of houses implodes. Now currently we're seeing like 3, 4, 5, 6% interest. Investors don't want to invest in that. That's why all of these are like federally backed and everything. I don't remember exactly how all of that works, but nobody wants to really invest in a 3% loan because they have a lot of risk when it comes to homes and all the laws protecting homeowners, and almost no reward. They want to change that. So how are the elite and the wealthy going to game the system to their benefit? Well, if you absolutely crush the economy and then the housing market collapses, prices of houses absolutely plummet. Sounds like a good thing, right? Except if simultaneously, like we saw with Jimmy Carter, interest rates skyrocket, then two things happen. Three things. One, it becomes much more difficult to get a loan. They're not just going to be handing them out easily. They're actually going to be making money, and they're going to be motivated to give loans, but they're only going to give it to people who can actually pay it. And with the cost of living skyrocketing and people living at their means already and unwilling to cut the fat, houses are going to be being repossessed, and risk is going to be at an all-time high. So it's going to be hard for the average peasant like us to get a home loan. Interest rates will be incredibly high, however, so the value of the home doesn't actually change. If your $180,000 house with a 3% mortgage drops to only $50,000, but your interest rate goes to 22 or 25%, like again we saw with Jimmy Carter, and it compounds the right way, the house value doesn't change, or the house value actually increases. But here's who stands to win. The elite, the people who already have money. You've already got $100,000 in the bank. Now you can buy 4 times the house, not worry about interest rates. The wealthy come in, they can buy everything up. What the government wants is, the government wants you to live in their property. It's the way to make all of this work. It's the government monopoly on power. In America, of course, that would be done through some thinly veiled private organization, potentially even a Chinese-owned corporation or individual. But that's where they want us to go. Here now, so again, it's hard to get a loan. If you do get a loan, your interest rates are skyrocketing. Government housing is filling to the brim, and they're building as fast as they can. Government and the wealthy are buying up land and houses as fast as they can, bulldozing them and putting up apartment complexes because it's cheaper than ever for them to buy it, and it's harder than ever for you to buy land. They want us to go back to a lordship system where if you own land, you are a lord. It's taken them a long time to get there because we've got a lot of real estate here in the United States, but that's where we're headed. So where's the Psyop? If you were to look into this objectively or from the outside, it would seem obvious that there was a lot of ways to beat this. If you did not live in our modern society, or you currently lived in a third world country, it would be obvious how to beat this. Sell your expensive car, sell your house while it's at an all-time record high value, go live as cheaply as possible somehow, and then when the bubble pops, buy back in. Win-win, right? But we've all been manipulated and socially engineered to live at our absolute, to live above our means. You and your wife work. Your kids are being raised by the government. You both have nice cars that you're making payments on. You live in your house that you're making a payment on. You can barely afford to do anything but drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes and get inebriated to make you think that you're having a good time, to change the chemical composition of your brain to make you think you're enjoying yourself, and that's it. That is all you can afford to do, and you're terrified to give it up because you don't know anything else. If that's you, this Psyop has worked. So, the Psyop, like in my experience in Afghanistan working alongside Psyops, the Psyops for generations here are often aimed at and have been aimed at women. So now men, you believe that you are in a relationship where happy wife equals happy life, which means you have to be a subservient, emasculated male. Your wife makes the decisions, and typically, as in general, wives with families and all of this aren't going to take risks as readily as men are willing to, and aren't going to invest in the same way, right? So no matter which way you turn, chances are you have been programmed. Your life has been programmed, and your beliefs have been programmed, and this looks like a situation coming up that you simply can't get out of. So once you know you're programmed, you can work to undo it. That's what I've got, guys. This is coming. If you have a locked-in interest rate and you're living well below your means, you're probably not going to go poor begging on the street. If you have paid your house off, your house might be cut into value, its value might be cut 10 times, and the interest rate might be so high that you could never sell it, but you're probably not going to go begging in the streets. But that situation for your children or grandchildren might be very different. And if you don't have a locked-in interest rate, you're about to be screwed. If you are living in a really expensive house at or above your means, you are about to be screwed. A lot of financial professionals that I know are talking about, like, if you're paying over $300K for your house that you purchased recently, you are about to be screwed, and it's by design. People don't want to believe that things are by design, because if they believe that an evil entity is working together against them, an individual who is powerless, they have to take responsibility for that, and they have to take action for that. And everybody believes that the best thing to do is just to keep with the status quo, keep doing the same thing. Things won't get that bad. They're not actually after you. So the first step, realizing what's coming. The second step, taking responsibility for your own life. Ultimately, guys, become ungovernable. That is the message of this channel. You know, chances are the only way to become ungovernable is to follow Christ. Not to go to church, not to buy into secular Christianity as we have it today. Follow Christ and open your doggone Bibles. That's all I've got. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please check out the description box below to see how you can support this channel. And I guess I'll talk to you soon. I hope that you have a blessed day.